Here we are with a new episode of Pints and Pages. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that button, ring that bell, and do all that fun stuff. Conchu's Fist on TikTok. We got Savini Comics on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all that fun jazz and shit. So make sure you hit us all up and do all your fun things. Yeah, that's it for the shameless plug of the beginning.
I have one easy spot I can go, and I don't know how long it'll last. Danhausen has been all over my motherfucking TikTok.
Everywhere.
And I love every moment of it.
What is there was a big fucking fancy merchandise company that was like, hey, we've got a whole line for them.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
No, it's a different one.
Pro Wrestling Tees has a big line, and then Matt Cardona owns his own Big Rubber Guys, and he's got a line of Danhausen action figures.
Nice.
But he is
Middle of Beyond. Middle of Beyond.
Yes, Middle of Beyond.
Because they sell like
they sell flannels and stuff.
All kinds of nerd referenced fucking shit. Yeah.
I love the fact that, at least from the clips
Their
I've
stuff's
seen,
good,
he's not on Raw, he's not on SmackDown. He's just going everywhere.
So
I went to their website. That is what I'm greeted with.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very evil.
Yes. Oh, it switched. It was all Danhausen.
Yeah, we saw it when it was Danhausen. Very nice. Very evil. He loves X, Twitter. He is posting on there like 3 or 4 times a day. Did you see where on SmackDown set Friday, he asked Nick Aldis for a mentor, and Nick Aldis gave him to The Miz.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a whole Miz Danhausen interaction.
Oh, fuck.
It was
I'm going to have to look this up.
So, yeah, I was like, oh my God, I hope they keep him with The Miz. That would be fantastic.
Dream team.
My favorite is the fact that he's like, you're going to mentor me, because don't forget about what happened to Dom. And Miz is like, oh, shut up. And the camera slightly moves. And as Miz turns around, he's just gone. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, if you don't mentor me, don't forget what happened to Dom. And you are cursed. And Miz is like, oh, I don't really. And then he turned and he was gone. And I was like, yes. But yeah, he even posted on Twitter the next day to Maurice, I hope while The Miz is mentoring me, you guys have a swimming pool. He posted that one of his demands on SmackDown was one of his Danhausens on SmackDown was going to be that he during WrestleMania weekend they turned the sphere into his face.
Yeah.
That would be great, though.
It would. Somebody even photoshopped his face on the
He's
sphere.
probably like, someone probably came up to him in marketing and like, hey, when we get to Vegas, we're going to put you up on the sphere. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, I'm taking this to the ring. He's like, you must do it. Now he's like, they probably told him it was going to happen and it just plays into the act so perfectly.
So Monday when I was at Raw, he came out and he told Adam Pearce. He comes up to Adam Pearce and he says, "Hi, Cold Stone Steve Austin."
Yeah.
And yeah. And he goes, and Adam Pearce goes, "What?" And he goes, "Oh, I forgot you put the glasses on and you pretend you're Adam Pearce."
I did see that one. Yeah, I did see that one.
And he had the Danhausens where he's like, I need a Hall of Fame induction, preferably this year. I need a Triple H pointy famous photo. I need, yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is the best. So WWE has, the rumor is that they plan on using him on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AAA Mexico. Like, they're going to just feather him everywhere.
He's going to be the hardest working wrestler in fucking show business.
So Saturday, night, I talked about him getting kind of booed.
Yeah.
And people were expecting Jericho, but they got Danhausen, and people were upset about that, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, those people can fuck. Yeah, how are you going to be upset that Jericho had to stay home?
By Monday afternoon, his new Danhausen, You're Cursed shirt was the number one selling item on WWEshop.com. And by the way, they didn't have any Danhausen shirts at...
I bet you
at Raw. They didn't have any.
Really?
They didn't have any Danhausen. They didn't have any Gunther. They didn't have... it was like almost all Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. That was like all it was. And I was just like, oh, I don't want any of that. Like, we didn't even stand in line.
It's just like a quick look and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I need a hot dog.
Yeah. It was like... I was standing, Brett and Aubrey went one direction to get a shirt, and Dad and I were standing looking at the belts because the belts were in a separate section. And Aubrey and Brett come back, and they're both holding beers. And I said, I thought you were standing in the merch line. And Aubrey goes, saw there was no Gunther shit, and I didn't want to buy any of it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, so we just went ahead and went over and got beers. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're not going to sell any Gunther stuff, then, it is what it is.
I need the career killer on t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a career killer shirt.
Do they actually have shirts?
Yeah, it doesn't ship until like April, but they've got a shirt that says, I think it just says Gunther on the very top on the back, and on the front it just says career killer. Yeah.
For them to not come out till April, I feel like is a little late.
Well, this is what I think's going to happen. He ripped Dragon Lee's mask off on Monday Night Raw. So I have a feeling that him and Dragon Lee's feud is going to come to an end here pretty quick here in the next couple of weeks, because WrestleMania is not until April 18th. I have a feeling that Rey Mysterio Gunther is going to end Rey Mysterio's career at WrestleMania. I still think that's what it's going to happen. As
much as I love Rey, it's about time.
Yeah. I mean, he's 53, 54, something like that. He's had like back-to-back massive knee injuries. Like, it's time for him to have one big giant blow-off match. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Like, it's time for him to have one big blow-off match and call it a career.
I was going to say, homie's had like 24 knee surgeries.
Yeah, there's no shame in him being a manager and mentoring the young luchadors, like, and just not getting in the ring.
He's always I think been one of the wrestlers that can't be a heel, I feel like.
Rey Mysterio was the one guy that no matter how much... Like, there was no way you could turn him into an asshole. It didn't fit.
It didn't work. Fit. Like, yeah. Even when he had some moments that were, like, a little, like, out of character, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, nah, this is a good guy.
When they took his mask off in WCW, they tried to turn him into, like, a Chicano, like, heel. And it worked for a little while because he didn't have his mask. Yeah. But once WCW closed... and he went back to Mexico and put the mask back on. There was no way he was ever going to be a heel.
He was every kid's best friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And you were the same size as him.
Yeah.
He's only like,
he made it feel like anybody could be a wrestler.
Yeah. So
you just got to fly if you're little.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Danhausen is definitely not going away.
Yeah. He better fucking not.
And I love that he puts... So he cursed Dominic Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. Dom then turned around and lost the belt that night to Penta. So Penta's the new Intercontinental Champion. And Danhausen put on Twitter that night that Pentahausen... congratulated Pentahausen on his... So he's just putting Hausen at the end of everything.
I had the greatest idea of all time. we've got to figure out how to convince Clownvis to intro him out of the ring.
Oh, best part is he's friends with Svengoolie.
Yeah.
Danhausen is.
Dude, he needs to be like, we need to get all the face painted motherfuckers out and about for this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's WrestleMania Hausen also.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just scrolling through his Twitter.
He asked Chelsea Green if he could have one of her special hats, and he called it one of her special hat Hausens. Did you know? Levi and I discussed this, and I think it was Tuesday. Did you know that Danhausen's face paint is copyrighted? Because he came out with his face paint, and like the next year, Magic the Gathering released a card that had a character with face paint on it that looked almost exactly like it. Mm-mm. So he copyrighted his face paint. Yuri?
I'll pull it up.
Is it Yuriko? Some kind of...
No, it is from, I think, Murders. And the guy has face paint pretty similar to him. It's Rakdos.
Oh. Yes.
It is Yuri. We were thinking of a different Yuri.
Master of the Review. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I have that
one.
Card.
That one. Is it Murders?
No, it's not.
It's Commander Remastered. Commander
Legends, maybe? No.
CMR. What's CMR?
It's got to be Commander Masters Revisited, right?
No. That's...
I'm just going with the...
He's had a few different ones.
Commander Legends.
He's also on the Multiverse Legends sheet from Archer Machines.
Yeah, I've seen the clip of him talking about that, and his exact wording was he was already contemplating copywriting it, and then Magic did that, and he was like, actually, from the way he said it in the interview, when Wizards of the Coast released that card, his immediate thought was, do I sue them? Which to me sounds like it was already copyrighted. Because he said in an interview with Chris Van Vliet, he was like, my thought process is, do I go after them for this?
Well, and I'm trying to compare, and I'm like, it's close, but...
Yeah, it wasn't copyrighted yet, because he didn't get the copyright until 2025.
Okay.
Like January of 2025, I think, is when the copyright went through.
2020.
Yeah.
So, and I also think that even if he had the copyright before, they would not have been able to get him for it.
But he just wanted to make sure that nobody, since it was so similar, I think he just wanted to make sure that nobody did his exact face paint.
I do know that I have a copy of this somewhere in my house. And I will be bringing it with me at any wrestling events I go to.
I did not realize until looking at a picture of his baddies, however you want to put it, that they all have the same paint, and it almost looks like they all have beards. Because it's a black paint right under their chins.
Oh, yeah. His Lady Hausens?
They're baddies.
Oh, they're baddies. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought he called them Lady Hausens.
The Ghoul Hausens or the Batties. Batties.
Ghoul Hausens. That's what one of them's his wife.
Will you sign my card, Hausen?
I told him when I Googled to look up the story behind him doing all that.
He signs them.
There's images of him signing that card.
Nice.
Like he is proud. He will proudly sign that Magic card.
Good. The copy I have, I don't know if it's still in the deck, but it was in one of the Edge of Eternity's commander decks.
Yeah, so he will happily sign that card.
Sweet.
But he does most of his interviews without face paint because obviously Danhausen's a character he plays. But yeah, he calls. So I told you he calls CM Punk Pepsi Phil.
Yeah.
And then he calls Adam Pearce Cold Stone Steve Austin. Somebody said that his plan is to call Roman Reigns Samoan Joe because his real name's Joe.
I would love that.
Oh, fucking.
So yeah,
I know we had comedy with R-Truth, but I need Danhausen. Where in my head, he's literally like breaking down every fucking character.
Danhausen is like a after seeing him on Monday Night Raw and then watching what he does, he is not R-Truth. No. He is like I don't know that you can describe him as okay. Here he is better described. He is Mankind when Mankind put on the shirt and the tie.
I can see that.
He's like, he's not just strictly comedy. I mean, that's what he does. But he is a fully embedded throwback character, like from the old, like 90s and Attitude Era, like that just like, I'm going to be as ridiculous as possible, but I'm going to make people believe that, like, just like have fun with it. Yeah. Like where R-Truth just like, R-Truth is just ridiculous over the top of ridiculous. So I hope they let Danhausen into the ring. I'm betting they probably won't until he gets to AAA because his wrestling style probably fits better in Mexico than it does. Like him and Mr. Iguana in a match. The guy that wrestles with the iguana puppet on his hand. Like...
Yeah. See, and I don't disagree with you, but I've seen clips of him from AEW on TikTok, and I need to see him beating someone up dancing to tequila. Like, I need him to be... I don't name a fucking smaller wrestler in the WWE. I can only think of bigger names. But I need to see him beating someone's ass while dancing to tequila.
Yeah, that's true. He, when he come out in AEW during the Adam Cole and Adam Page, Hangman Page match, which was his debut. He debuted during two main eventers wrestling. He debuted. I heard him telling the story. He had to hide underneath the ring the whole match because they wanted him to slide out from underneath the ring, curse Adam Cole, and then Adam Cole was going to lose the title to Page that night, like during the match. And the whole reason that he lost it is because he got cursed. And that was going to be his big debut. He had a broken leg. So he had to hide underneath the ring with a broken leg.
Oh, shit.
Crawl out from underneath the ring, curse him, not wearing a boot or anything because they didn't want him to look like he was injured. So, yeah he just like... And he's like, I was almost completely healed, but my leg was still broken. Like, I should have still been in a boot. Like, I went backstage and put the boot back on. And he's like, but yeah, I had a broken leg. And, but they told me this is what they wanted me to do, and this was the timing, and I wasn't going to tell them no. So, yeah. And then Chris was like, so did they sign you when you had a broken leg? And he's like, yeah, they did. They knew I had a broken leg when they signed me. They were just trying to hold off the storyline as long as they could. And then they were finally like, okay, this is what we need you to do. And he goes, I just went, okay, cool. I'll do it.
Did you know you can play as Danhausen on a wrestling game?
Already?
Well, AEW has...
AEW's?
Yeah, AEW has a wrestling game, and they did a DLC in 2023 called Hookhausen. Very handsome, very evil.
So it's Hook. The character Hook, and then
Danhausen, yeah.
Yeah. Hook is Taz's son. You remember Taz back from short little mohawked guy from ECW, the Human Suplex Machine. He was commentator with Jim Ross and Michael Cole forever on SmackDown, but it might not have been when you were watching either.
I probably recognize it.
Yeah,
probably one of those guys I can't place the name to. But
Hook's his son. But yeah.
He's not in all the get-up, though.
Who?
Danhausen.
Oh, he's not?
From what I can see from pictures, that's the most of, like, his outfit in the game is just the, like, cape.
Oh.
Other than that, it's him. Oh, I don't have the... It's that. That's how he wrestles.
You are cursed. Oh, I'm ready for it all. I
don't know. I think Danhausen might be the reason I watch WWE again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for new wrestlers with everybody that left recently.
Yeah.
And are
people getting hurt.
Leaving.
Yeah. People getting hurt is something like terrible, but yeah. Yeah, for sure.
They got too stagnant with some of the storylines, like too focused on storylines. Without the random, we need just some fucking random shit we ain't gotta follow.
Yes,
Matt said it best. He's like, dude, love the Danhausen guy. I think he said it on Wednesday. I said he's cool, isn't he? And he goes, like the whole Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. He goes, I get it. They're the top 4 guys. I get it. They're probably the best wrestlers in the company. He says, but like it's too man on man hate. Like it's not like Danhausen's that character that lets you go like suspend all disbelief. Yeah. Where like it's nice, it's refreshing to get that more of a throwback wrestling type thing instead of like 2 dudes that just hate each other or Yeah.
I think throwback's the perfect word because that's what it makes me think. Word. Like you said, like Matt said, it makes you suspend disbelief. It makes me, obviously, we all know wrestling's fake. I put that in air quotes because obviously they are physical. But it makes me forget that. He makes me not think about the fact that it's like, oh yeah, these guys are all just saying lines and doing actions that they were told to do. For me, it feels like, even though it probably isn't, it feels like a lot of his shit's just free balling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's just handed a mic and they're like, hit this, this, and this. Other than that, go.
Yeah, and I think that's why, for years, for a stretch of time until recently, and I get it. What he was doing wasn't really getting over, but I loved Seth Rollins coming out and wearing ridiculous clothes and ridiculous shoes and having a maniacal Joker laugh the whole entire time and standing in the middle of the ring and letting the audience sing his song for 5 minutes while it was just basically dead air other than the audience chanting his song. And then him having some ridiculous thing to say when he comes out because it wasn't just like 2 dudes arguing at a bar. Yeah. It was him being being over the top, him being himself turned up to 12, which is what Stone Cold and The Rock did all the time. Their going at each other was always over the top. And I felt like that's how it needed to be. A little less personal and a little more over the top.
Yeah.
And I feel that's missing in wrestling right now. Like they go after each other on a personal level. Instead of just and I get it, it makes it feel more real. Like the beef is real, but man, like nothing beats nothing. Like
we need a guy who goes around beating up people that get booed. He's like, I don't know, the crowd booed you, so I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah, we need that wrestler. It's like I got nothing against you, but I'm gonna beat your ass because the crowd hates you.
Just whatever happened to like Stone Cold would just come out, like they'd throw 2 guys in the middle of a match that like you really had no desire to watch, or and take no offense to this, but like maybe it was X-Pac and
Tupac was in the WWE
and Rob Van Dam or something. Both fine guys and people love them both, and rightfully so. But they're out there, they're having a match, they're fighting for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then out of nowhere, Stone Cold just walks down the ramp, whoops both their asses, grabs a microphone, and starts talking shit to The Rock for no reason, like other than hey Rock, I just told these 2 jabronis to get out of my ring, like I need your ass out here now. Like that shit doesn't happen anymore. It's like so segmented out, like it just doesn't. Like to your point, if the match is boring, send somebody out there to fucking whoop both their asses. And cut a promo.
It's like, the fucking crowd hates this shit. What are you doing? And just toss the bitch out of the ring, like throw him out, and then fucking fight the other one.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I'm with you. I miss that. So, yeah, NWO used to do it all the time in WCW. Not that I want the NWO back, but they used to go down to a ring when it wasn't getting fucking.
Yeah, they're
Kevin
like,
Nash
we don't
Scott
like
Hall.
this shit.
Yeah, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall come down and just whoop people's ass and throw them out of the ring and cut a promo.
Their whole ploy was also trying to gain control of the whole wrestling. It was like a weird fucking Team Rocket in the middle of your goddamn wrestling. We're going to take over the people that are paying us to continue doing what we're doing. When you think about it, it's like they're not taking over; they're doing what they're told. But they wanted to come in and dictate the fights. They didn't want the outcomes to happen. They wanted to piss fans off in the same breath too.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Danhausen. I don't think they'll waste him. I think he's good. I've seen a lot of people that are just like, oh my God, Danhausen debuted on the main roster. We got all these really good wrestlers. They'll still suck in NXT. And it's just like, but Danhausen, to your point, you want to see him in the ring. Danhausen was not put on the main event roster to be a week in, week out wrestling machine.
I don't expect him to be out in that ring every night.
He was brought in to have interactions with people in the back to just be to continue storylines or to
and to me bring the comedy back.
Yeah,
because we've said it multiple times, but that's what's been missing, in my opinion, from WWE. As much as they've been telling stories the whole time, and they've always had the facade that all of this is real. We knew it wasn't, and that the comedy helped with that. Now we don't have any comedy, and to me, it's just a bunch of hard-ass dudes trying to fucking say some lines that aren't really that cool.
Yeah.
I hope one thing that comes from him is that he curses Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns is the only one who takes it dead serious.
Oh, God.
Out of every wrestler, he's the only one that starts freaking out. And he's like, oh, my God, he cursed me. And then he starts asking other people how to remove a curse. Like, just fucking take him serious.
It's funny because you said that. You say that, and I am wondering. I wondered this on Friday. If that's what they're going to do with The Miz.
Well, and because Miz is a spaz. Miz is a fucking spaz.
I wonder if, The Miz is going to come back next Friday and be like, go to Nick Aldis and be like, I need Danhausen back because this week I wrecked my car.
It probably will be The Miz.
I lost my dog. I wrecked my car. I did this. Like, this happened to me. This happened to me. Like, I need Danhausen back because I need to figure out how to reverse the curse.
I can't wait to see what comes of CM Punk's curse whenever that happens.
I still love the fact that he's Pepsi Phil.
Oh my God.
I want to know where the Phil comes from.
That's his real name.
Oh, is that his real? Okay.
His real name's Phil Brooks.
Okay,
so
I didn't know that.
So Phil, so he calls him Pepsi Phil because of the tattoo. So yeah.
Has he ever? I think you might have explained it to me. Has CM Punk ever explained why he has a fat ass Pepsi logo on his fucking arm?
I don't know if he's ever explained it. My guess is he grew up in Chicago and must have been the one thing that he could get a hold of. Maybe was Pepsi.
The AI overview says that it is a symbol of his straight edge lifestyle.
Oh, right. So instead,
only straight edges drink Pepsi.
That's where I'm like, how does Pepsi have...
Oh, no drugs for me. I don't want Coke.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Oh, maybe that's fucking God.
No Coke for CM Punk.
That honestly that makes sense. That's so dumb, but that makes sense.
Who the fuck drinks Pepsi?
So yeah.
So there's a story of the big Pepsi tattoo. This is a quote. where he was reading an article about one of his favorite music stars who got a Coca-Cola tattoo because they liked Coke. And he says, well, you know what? I like Pepsi, so I'm going to get a big Pepsi logo on my arm.
Okay.
Pepsi Phil.
And that's from Bruce Pritchard, is who that quote is from.
Christ. Yeah, there's a lot of easier ways to not get a tattoo of a Pepsi logo.
Oh. Anything else going on in anybody else's world other than Danhausen and Pepsi Phil?
I'm listening to the whole internet cry about Marathon, which is the guys, Bungie, the team that made Halo. They made a new extraction shooter, which is the same genre of our creators.
Halo. They made Halo and Destiny's Child, right?
I'm a survivor.
Halo and Destiny, right?
Yeah, those are their big
extraction
ones.
shooter makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's Destiny's not an extraction one. I heard Fortnite's putting in an extraction mode, or they're working on it.
Really?
Yeah, I heard word.
I feel like
they
this
had
is
been
going to be
working
the
on it.
equivalent of when Call of Duty did it, and it was horrid.
Well, it'll just be a game mode, like their Call of Duty game mode.
Right.
Like delusional.
Yeah. So, yeah, Fortnite, we got to wait another fucking, 2 weeks before the new update. And, but all the streamers that are still streaming Fortnite, say that this whole season 2 is going to be, the best season ever, even though they're prolonging this season. They did make massive changes this week. So for the last 2 weeks of the season, they added the combat shotgun, the pump shotgun. They brought back the SCAR.
Ooh.
They made a whole bunch of changes to the weapons. Fortnite did, and then they added this whole double XP event. For people to, we realized that we pushed it back 2 weeks and everybody's pissed, but we're going to we're going to vault all the shitty weapons. We're going to bring back the old weapons that everybody loves and just let you guys have fun for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, farm experience.
Yeah, let you guys have fun for the next 2 weeks.
Which I need to do.
And,
I need to hit 100 at least.
And then we'll have an end event and we'll go into the next season. So, that's fine. I haven't played it in weeks because it got stale, and I was looking forward to the next season, and I hate that they pushed it back, but I do need to get back on and farm some stuff.
I've been slacking too. I've been playing fucking 8 other games.
Yeah.
Instead.
I was going to say, I haven't been on Fortnite since the last time we all played.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I need to get my music pass leveled up so I can, get the red version of Chapel Roan.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't. I have the regular Chapel Roan, but I don't have the.
I don't need a Chapel Roan.
It's good skin.
If you don't have the pass, you won't get it anyway. So.
I don't have the music one. So.
Dude, it sucks. Right. In order for me to get my monthly V-Bucks subscription, I have to get on the computer, log in, and then it'll be on my Wii. But I have to collect them. I can collect everything.
Fortnite on the Wii?
Yeah, or not the Wii. The fucking Switch, sorry. But you can get all the regular cruise shit. It just doesn't give you the V-Bucks to the console. You have to go claim them in the originating subscription console.
That's so gay.
Yeah, just for the V-Bucks only.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, because I was like, wow, I had missed doing it. I had 3 fucking 1,000 waiting for me from 3 months. And I'm like, oh, well, if I hold on to this a little longer, there was something cool releasing. I can't remember what it was, but I know something was about to pop out.
Yeah.
It was the new Rick and Morty ones.
Oh, yeah. They've got new Rick and Morty skins.
I need to log in just for that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the new season only because this season has been forever, so I'm ready to play something new.
Yeah.
I do need to get on and farm some shit.
Yeah, because you need Mr. Poopy Butthole follow you around from Rick and Morty. You never watched Rick and Morty.
He never watched Rick and Morty.
Woo-wee. That's what he said. It's his famous quote.
He's also a part of the family, but no one remembers him.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. No, it was only happy memories.
Yeah, that's what
they
it was.
They were stuck in a house that kept getting infested with parasites, and they would try these parasites could feed on your mind, and they'd insert themselves into your memories, and then they figured out, well, all the ones that don't have any bad memories are the parasites because they don't want you to kill them. So they went through and tried to remember, and it's like, oh, you've done these terrible things to me, you're good. And they got to Mr. Poopy Butthole. He was the last one, so Beth shoots him because they didn't have any bad memories. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just good time, And he's like...
He's laying there bleeding
He really
out.
was there. He just always was a good time. And then it fucked his life up because then he got a divorce and his whole life fell apart and he became an alcoholic after that, all because she shot him. It was like a big downward fucking...
not every episode, but... Every other episode would have an after credit scene showing something horrid that went wrong with his life.
Yeah, and it's just Mr. Poopy Butthole was just Rick's best friend.
Yeah.
Just a nice old guy. And there's Squanchy on there too.
Oh God. Squanchy's something else.
Yeah. So what about Marathon?
Oh, everyone's bitching. I honestly can't understand why. Because a new game came out.
Oh.
Peanut put it perfectly. Within 6 hours of the game coming out, everyone was going into his chat telling him the game sucked. He's a sellout. He's obviously being played. This game's horrid. No one's going to touch it. And he's like, all right, it's been 6 hours. If you already have this polarizing of an opinion 6 hours into a game being released, you're a brain dead fucking retard, and I don't want you in my chat. I don't want you in this community, and I don't want you in the video gaming community. Because 6 hours, you should not have a polarizing topic.
Right.
Or opinion.
Yeah.
Unless they open up the first cutscene with some crazy shit that's like, wow, this isn't allowed.
Yeah, that would be different.
Yeah.
But... the only controversy was when they were first making Marathon, a Bungie art director stole assets from another artist and didn't pay them, didn't even give them tribute, nothing. When Bungie found out about it, they fired him, deleted all of the assets, and that's been the only controversy. And somehow that controversy has led to everybody hating this fucking game. And then the Arc Raiders community is going in and just shitting on it because it's not Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense because,
Marathon is built around killing each other. Arc Raiders, while it was built as a PvE game, they added PvP because even the devs said it was too boring as a PvE game, not fighting other people. And so... because of that, the entire community was like, well, it was made as a PvE game, so we got to play this without killing each other. And it's like, no, that makes this game boring as fuck. Marathon, they openly went, there is no friendly community. We won't allow that to happen.
Is it, you got proximity chat,
Yes.
just like...
I've never heard someone speak.
Except,
Aloha! No, it's me screaming at them, calling them little bitches.
And they don't talk back?
Nope. No one talks back.
Yakety-yak.
Well, also, this is my one complaint with Marathon. I had to go through BIOS settings just to have sound in the game. I had to go through the settings of my motherboard and change things on it because they don't have the game optimized properly. If I left my default settings on, which most normal people do, the moment I launched the game, I lost not sound to the game. My whole computer lost sound. It would tell me, hey, yeah, there's music and noises coming through. Nothing would come through the headset. I'd hardwire a headset in. Nothing.
so it's the way I get on Fortnite sometimes. When I fucking bug and lose shit, I'm just deaf dumbass trying to figure it out while we're still in the middle of a match.
I played the entire server slam, which was their beta test before the game came out, with no fucking sound in the game.
Yeah.
So is it so Marathon, so is it it's an extraction shooter, but it's like there's no environment, you're literally just extracting stuff trying to kill people, or
there are AI robot enemies in the game that are a pain in the fucking dick, way worse than Ark. Because they actually have guns. They shoot back. They're people. The whole lore behind Marathon is fucking retarded because the games came out in 1996, 97, 99, and then this is a sequel to that trilogy.
Oh, well.
This is Bungie's first ever IP that they ever owned.
Oh.
They created this. But so essentially you are on a planet called Tau Ceti. It's a star, actually. It's a real one in our actual galaxy. And long story short, people were there. Like, we moved there as a human race. Shit went haywire. Another group of aliens came in and killed basically everybody. So now the government has sent a bunch of military people up there that are robots but have humans controlling the consciousness of it. Well, private groups, like companies, have made these things called shells, which are your robot you get to pick. And as a private company or private investment, you are trying to go and steal all of the technology from this broke down planet that all these aliens destroyed, because it's got all the technology humans had there still. And it's essentially the government. It is a land with no fucking laws, no one has ownership of, so our government's trying to get as much as they can, and we're trying to get it for private adventures. So the AI is the essentially military that you're having to deal with, whether you want to sneak around them or kill them, and then there's other players like you trying to go find shit and steal it from them. It is...
Space pirates.
Yeah, honestly. I don't understand the lore worth a dick. I tried to listen to a 3-hour video, and it is retarded.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like one of those ones that it didn't need to have lore, but someone tried to shove it in anyway.
Well, the 3 original games have lore. Because this is, like I was telling Dad, this was Bungie's original IP. So back in 96, they made the first Marathon game on the Mac. Then 97, they made another one. 99, they made another one. And they've taken a 27-year hiatus.
They took that big of a hiatus because somebody somewhere was like, hey, these guys are fucking ripping off StarCraft.
Yes. And they also, shortly after they quit making Marathon, because the third game was a flop from my understanding, they switched to Halo.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the whole reason why they went from Marathon to Halo, but that's whatever.
It's probably just they seen. I mean,
because
coming
at
off
that
the
time,
success
first-person shooter was better than.
Well, no,
Extraction?
at that time, people
the original Bungie game, the original Marathons were all just first-person shooters. There was no extraction shooter 30 years ago.
When Halo released, right before it was like the breakout, the beginning of competitive scene shooting games.
Yes, I do know that.
Because that's when you had the first Battlefield, when it was like you were on a naval boat and shit. Like, it was like super old fucking Call of Duty, and but like you're coming off of coming off of GoldenEye,
like Halo, Medal of Honor, and Battlefield.
Actually, I do kind of remember a little bit about it, because when I pulled up an image, what does this make you think of?
Doom.
That is what they got told it was a clone of. Yeah. Marathon. That's the first Marathon
But
game.
if you look at every first-person shooter of the early 90s, they all look the same. There was a Star Wars first-person shooter, which was dog shit awful.
Oh, yeah, I've played them.
And it was like PlayStation 1, I think.
Yes.
Any shooting game on PlayStation 1 looked like Doom. Duke Nukem was fucking Doom with more cuss words.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, I get it. But no, GoldenEye changed so much for first-person shooters right before they released Halo. and then new consoles released right after that, and you got GameCube and shit. So it's like, it's probably time to polish this turd.
I was just saying those also.
Once you got Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube,
Yeah.
then they started to
Just
evolve.
had to.
Yeah.
They needed the consoles to build it.
I also spaced. Marathon was made by 3 people. Like those first original 3 Marathon games. Bungie itself was a studio of 3 people, and that was their only original IP they had. And they wanted to continue on to that, and Microsoft gave them partnership of owning the IP of Halo, but it being exclusive to Microsoft. And then eventually they sold Halo off to Microsoft anyways, which made no sense to me. Their whole purpose was, because in this whole fucking documentary thing I watched, like part of the founders' whole reason of Bungie was having original IP.
Oh,
and then they took that IP and sold it.
The other thing that was real big at that time was all the new game engines themselves. Unreal Engine was fucking brand new. Yeah. And like that was huge because fucking Unreal Tournament was Halo until Halo came out.
And isn't it wild to think that the now best engine is still Unreal Engine?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's based on Unreal Engine, just new versions of it.
They made it so tweakable that as it aged, even without changing like how the engine necessarily works, people
they changed everything. That's why they're on 5. But
like they would change just the settings and dial and tune. And they did so much dialing and tuning over the years that it was like
right now the only issue with Unreal Engine 5, because essentially it is the best engine in game creation in my opinion, but every company that uses it doesn't optimize any of their games. They just leave all, like the easy way to put it is they just leave all the shader settings on. So they're not actually optimizing the engine to make the game run smoothly. They can leave all of the, like they can hit a checkbox and select all the boxes and the game's going to look beautiful now. It's going to also run like dog shit because you got 12 different fucking lighting engines going when you only needed one.
Yeah.
It's Unreal Engine's beautiful, but it's created an issue right now because it's too free. It's too open. No one's using it properly. This all goes also down to Fortnite because people blame Fortnite's the reason why Unreal Engine 5 got made or was heavily pushed. And then the creator of it is very heavily in Epic. Well, obviously works there, but he's like a higher up in Epic, and he's full gung-ho over everyone needs to use Unreal Engine 5, even though no one's using it properly. So the entire internet loves to shit on them for that.
Yeah, I don't know what goes into fucking designing some of that shit.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
But I feel like there's definitely too much micromanaging, and that's why games end up shit. It's just like, you did not need to put your nose in that business. It's a gamer making a game, and you're a fucking CEO being a micromanager. Like, this is middle management shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I also feel like some of the internet trolls, like, just like, if you, so you're telling me that you can make a 2-hour YouTube video about how horrible something is, but you can't do it yourself.
Well, that, or even
like,
some of them can.
Like, you're making you're playing you're playing the game. You're playing the game and you're
I can understand that thought process, but I mean, I could sit there and give you 5 hours about why I find anything garbage. I can't do whatever the fuck it is. And that, I mean, anything. I could tell you 5 hours about why WWE is so fucking boring to watch to this day. Can't do any of it. I can't go out in the ring and do what they can do. I can't write the lines like they can write them.
Right.
You also go.
I could write the storylines better.
Look at it. See, these people, you're pissing in the wind when it comes to video games, though.
Yes.
But it's basically the same thing as hiring a contractor to do a job. I had to hire you because, I don't know how to do it. But I expected you to do a job a certain way, and you didn't. And I'm paying you. The problem is we pay for the game, and then we find out they didn't do a job. They've already fucking completed it, and they've lied to us, and everybody said it's good, and then it turns out it's not.
Yeah.
But it's a still piss in the wind moment because you're not. You didn't contract them. You're not paying their bills. You're just the tiniest little fraction, and they know it doesn't matter if it's fucking perfectly good.
Right.
Or not.
Right.
Whereas if you do that to someone's house when you're building it, you're not getting a paycheck at all.
Yeah.
You know, because they're paying for all of the money. And
Right.
So I get why people want
5,000 people on the internet complaining that Fortnite ruined Unreal Engine 5. They don't give a fuck because there's 8 million kids between the ages of 8 and 15 that don't give a fuck about them optimizing Unreal Engine 5.
Right.
They're going to play Fortnite regardless of what the 5,000 people on the internet
functions, right?
Yeah, right.
Functions.
Right. They just... Yeah.
Well, and it's just... people bitching for no reason. Like, sometimes you gotta be like, eh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bitching for no reason.
But
like, I could bitch about the marathon lore, and I barely know it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Tell me this. Why would you do 3 games? And I got their dates right here. The first one was 94, 95, and then 96.
Okay.
The first one, you give us the whole story and whatever. The second one, you decided, well, that story's cool, but we want to see it from another person's point of view. And also they added contradictions into the story of like, and I don't know the exact details, but say the main villain killed this guy. In the second game, from this guy's point of view, for some reason he killed this guy instead. So then in the third game, they were like, all right, we're going to scrap the first game's story. We're using the second game's story. And the third one's just going to send it fucking right out into space. Like, they were already in space, but they're like, we're just going to launch you to a whole new fucking planet, a whole new solar system.
Yeah. Sounds like 3 guys arguing about a story.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, we tried that. Nobody liked it. Let's do it my way. And then finally the last guy's, you're both fucking idiots. Let me fix your mistake.
Probably.
Farther into space.
Get back to coding. You don't need to be writing. I'm the author.
I mean, that's essentially how it was from the understanding of this documentary. One guy built the levels and like you said, coded the actual game. One guy was writing the story and the other guy was testing shit and marketing it.
Yeah.
And I'm still surprised Bungie took off to this day, hearing that kind of startup. I know a lot of small companies have that kind of startup.
Yeah.
But also hearing the mess that was those first 3 games, I don't know how the fuck they did anything.
It's probably about everybody's startup, to be honest.
Probably.
Some weird, obscure game because their company was technically under a different title or name that we didn't hear of. And then it's like, phew,
Yeah.
like Apple.
I was going to say, that's how Insomniac is, the one that's making the Wolverine game and has made all the Spider-Man games.
Oh, yeah.
They started as Extreme Studios and got sued by the name, and they were spending hours making the second Spider-Man, or it was either the first or the second Spider-Man game on the PS2. They were Insomniacs, and someone had made that comment right after they were getting sued for their name, and they're like, oh, I guess it's Insomniac Studios then. But most people don't know any of their beginning work because it's not under their name.
Ah, yeah.
So
those first Spider-Man games were garbage, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It wasn't until
Spider-Man 2.
No, it was a different one. It was when the Tobey Maguire movies came out.
That
was
is
2, or was it?
It was Spider-Man 2. That was the one where they actually started doing
Tether to the building.
Yeah, you were physics.
No open,
swinging.
no open sky swinging. It was tethered to.
You also actually swung. Your character didn't run in air while he was swinging because that's how the first Spider-Man game is.
Yeah,
your character still fucking ran.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one.
Yep.
And it followed most of the movie storyline as well.
Yeah, yeah, with Doc Ock.
I
being at the
fucking
end.
played
And they
that
fucking
motherfucker
hated that
so much.
Insomniac hated that. They wanted it to be an original story.
Oh.
That's why the new Spider-Man games that they're doing for the PS4, PS5, and then also the Wolverine game, they've very openly said we will never recreate a movie game again.
Well, and if like playing through that game, there was actually a lot of fucking storyline missions, like side quest missions, There were whole ass villain conflicts that were honestly better than the Doc Ock. Like everything you fought Shocker, that piece of shit was tough as fuck most of the time.
Yeah, it's always better when they don't have to follow a rigid movie storyline. Like most games,
it's like I'm playing it. I already know the story because I watched the movie. You put the game out after the movie,
right?
I was just saying, it's one of those things.
Lego something. If it's a Lego retelling of a movie,
that's different.
Fucking sign me up.
Yeah.
Because those were some of the best games of all time. Like
I'm still waiting for the new Lego Batman game.
Yeah, I hear it's going to be fantastic because it's Arkham.
They just recreated the Arkham game, but as Lego.
Yeah, the Arkham Asylum, the original Batman Arkham.
Oh, fuck.
Well, this one is an asylum. This is based in city.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because you're actually out and about in the city. You're not in the asylum.
It's a free roamer, ain't it?
It's what?
Is it going to be a free roamer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all open world.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. I need to look up when that comes out now. I think it's April.
I think it's April or May, I think.
That is a game that I'm going to be playing non-fucking stop.
I haven't gotten...
May 29th.
May 29th. I haven't gotten the new Resident Evil yet because I haven't really sat down and played any games in a little bit.
I haven't either because I'm fucking bought Pokepia.
I have heard it is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I heard it's the scariest one, and I'm like, it just everybody talks about how it just goes right back to 4.
I've heard that people actually returned it because the beginning scared them so bad.
I have not heard that. That is wild.
I've been waiting to pick a night to buy it because I think I do want to buy it, but I specifically want to get it right at night when Alex is sitting next to me on the couch. And I'm like, I'm forcing you to watch me play this. So I'm not alone. It's dark, so it's even scarier.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, the Resident Evil 4 used to scare the motherfucking hell out of me because I was young.
That was the only one I played.
Yeah, and I'd sit there and play at night, and like I would, it'd be like 20 minutes in. I was like, I thought for sure I could do this longer. I'd set it down and walk the fuck away, and like had to take a break. Like, nope, that was too many jump scares back to back.
I still haven't finished The Village. Resident Evil 8. I finished 7, but I haven't finished 8. I imagine you don't have to go on to 9. That's probably not going to ruin anything for me.
That's another reason I haven't gotten them is because I can't decide if I want to get the bundle and get the other shit or if I just want to get just Requiem.
7 only took me, like, just so you know, I've had more time in The Village than I did in 7.
What's in the box?
And I beat 7.
See, I'm not even too worried about
like
it.
7 only took me like 8 or 9 hours to finish.
I probably would buy the bundle and never play them anyway.
I'm probably 9 hours into The Village, and I think I'm only like 70% done with the game. So
now, see, when I play, I get all the things. I got to go through until I unlock the infinite ammo guns, and then go back through and unlock the others, and then go back through and do just a run with only a pistol, and then you just do all that shit. It looks like you can use his hatchet through a whole playthrough.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think it's feasible to use just his hatchet because you can deflect fucking bullets and rockets with the hatchet and other attacks. It's just gonna take you a long motherfucking time. But yeah, I thought like no guns, no bullets fired. Is the fucking merchant back? Like, what are you buying?
Oh, I would love that.
he was in The Village.
That's what I'm saying.
He was a big fat guy.
Oh, a big fat guy? No.
In The Village.
It's not my merchant.
In The Village, the merchant was a big fat guy.
I've been eating a lot of food since the last time I seen you.
That sat in a giant cabinet.
Yeah. Stranger. I just remember all the quotes. What are you selling? What are you buying?
So the post has been deleted, but someone on Twitter or on Reddit said the merchant's back in Requiem, and then at the end of that title put spoiler. And the whole comment section flamed him and was like, what was the point in putting spoilers if you let us know in the fucking title that he's back? So the guy deleted the post. I can only see that title.
Jesus. Nice.
All right, cool. Also,
but it's
anybody
not
that thinks that's a spoiler is dumb. It's pertinent information.
Yeah. It is not the same one from Resident Evil 4.
Who is it? Who does it say?
Is it
who
probably
it
a
is?
new merchant?
Is it the same one from the village? The fat dude in the cabinet?
No. Not from what it... they don't give him a name?
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, hold on.
Maybe.
One picture he looks fat. Oh, no, he's not fat. He's just got a big cloak like all the other ones do. Yeah, is he fat? Or does he have just a big trench coat where he holds it out with items?
No, he lives in a cabinet. Google merchant from the village.
What the fuck you mean?
Like,
That's not a cabinet! You and I got two different photos.
Oh. Well, that's when he's in the house.
You have a photo with the cabinet in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right next to it.
It's actually like the back of a
wagon.
A wagon, yeah. But it looks like a cabinet.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, the merchant we're thinking of is...
He's the Duke. The Duke is what his name is in Resident Evil, The Village.
This is our merchant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he is back in Resident Evil Requiem.
It was a different merchant in 7 too. I can't remember 7's name. What was... It was The Village and...
Biohazard.
Biohazard, that's it. Biohazard.
Dude, did you see the world record fucking run for Requiem happened like just hours after it was out, and it only took like 2 hours to fucking play through the whole game.
Jesus.
On a speed run, like somebody fucking nailed it.
Jesus. There's a documentary on Amazon Prime about speedrunners. That is fucking like it's weird to watch. I didn't know there was a whole convention based around speedrunning.
Oh yeah.
Where they raise like millions of dollars for charity. Like
yep.
And they speedrun. The record for like Super Mario 1 is like 4 minutes and 51 seconds or something.
My favorite is at that same event, there was a guy that fucking humiliated himself because he, through his Twitch streams, was faking that he could do a blindfolded Halo Combat Evolved run through the whole fucking campaign blindfolded on the hardest difficulty and speedrun it. He showed up in person and fucking floundered every spot. Fucked it up. Took him I think by the time they cut him off, he was 45 minutes over his time that he told them it would take.
There was, they did this one-on-one thing for Super Mario World, speedrun Super Mario World, but it was a specific speed run where you had to get all 170 stars.
120 star. Is it the new Mario or the old 64?
The old 64.
It's 120.
Okay, 120. And it was best 2 out of 3. So the guy that was supposed to win didn't. He lost to the second best guy or whatever. But anyway, it was interesting to watch for sure. It was interesting to watch. On top of the fact to watch how the community started with so little people and then grew into this thing, and then and this is a few years old. So in 2023 or something, they raised like $3.5 million for Doctors Without Borders, like, which was really cool. Like, it was just it was interesting to watch for sure. It was interesting to watch. I wouldn't be able to ever do anything like that, but like it was.
Some of my favorite videos when it comes to speedrunning is watching developers watch their game get speedrun, and you'll see their brain break.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this isn't, what the fuck are they doing? I did not put this in the game. And it's like, yeah, you did, buddy. You just don't realize you did.
Yeah. They even have their own, they mod the games, and then they speedrun them blind. Not blindfolded. Like, it's like, hey, we modded this, and now you get to speedrun it. Like, you know, it was like 2 teams of 3.
Oh, like patching shortcuts.
Levels, or they move some stuff around.
Or like, because I know with the original Super Mario, it's basically if you start on certain levels, it can be a longer run. If you start in certain places on the original Mario, it's a whole different thing. Or if you disable one fucking tube, it shuts the whole fucking speed run down.
Yeah.
And the original Mario is fucking retarded to speedrun because you have to like know pixels. Like there's some speedrun where it's like, oh, you got to be able to get this pixel perfect. The entire first Mario game is like, oh yeah, you got to make sure you hop on this pixel, not these two, this one. And then when you're doing this, you got to stand right on this pixel. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
No, you got to count bricks at the top to know exactly where you need to be to get on top.
They showed those guys doing that because there's a couple of times where if you jump on the right pixel and then jump on the flag, it'll immediately take you to the next level, so it speeds up your time.
Oh, no!
It skips the whole drop animation, walk into the castle.
It speeds up the drop animation so you can get it done quicker. So if you jump on this specific pixel before you jump on, and then jump from that pixel onto the flag, it'll drop the animation, and it'll take you right to the next level, and you don't have to wait. And then there's one where you can jump into a pixel and skip the whole level by running in the middle of the blocks. Not the top, in the middle of the blocks.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Because it laps you in between.
It laps you in between.
And you're actually running like off the side of the whole...
It was interesting as shit to watch these guys do this, because they were... And they said they spend hours, these guys spend hours replaying Mario just to find those things. And they think that, they think there's still more out there. So they constantly are playing Mario 1, Mario 3, Super Mario World for the N64, always trying to find different things that will lead them.
Well, there's a lot of that shit
if you go on to
for
Twitch,
Mario was put in intentionally too.
Yeah. They said that the Mario one is just some of it's intentional and some of it is just like the gamers while developing it just had to do they forgot to patch their own fuck ups. Like they fucked up pixel counts when they were building the worlds and then just never went back and fixed it because Nintendo wanted the game out and they wanted it out now.
So that's a lot of...
They didn't take another loop back through. They just went ahead and said, fuck it.
That's a lot of Mario 64 on the N64 because it was also their first 3D game. So they had no idea what the fuck people were going to get into.
Jumping outside the game pretty fucking easily.
Yeah. The Mario 3 one is when you get to that last world, you've got to the likelihood of not getting grabbed when you go through that last world to get to Bowser's Castle. Like, that was how that guy won. I think it was that, or was it Super Mario World? I don't know. There's one where, if you go through, a hand comes up, grabs you, and you have to take the world. I think that's Mario 3.
I think it's 3.
And,
because 64...
One out of every 30 times you make it across. So you have to just get lucky with odds. None of it matters other than odds. You can't cheat the game. If you get grabbed, you got to finish the world, and then you have to go back through. But
restart your speed run if you get grabbed.
Yeah, Basically.
Yep, got grabbed again. And then you're so good at that first half by the time it finally lets you through that you fuck up immediately right after.
Yeah.
And then have to do
these
it
guys
all over
were
again.
crazy because like shit was happening and they were jumping in like the right spots and they were going around and they jumped through. Like, I was just like, how the fuck? Like, but they said it's all, they're counting in their head. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. Like, it's like they know. They're just counting numbers off in their head when they're supposed to jump. And
those
when
are
they're not
people
supposed to
that
jump.
if you would have never given them video games and handed them musical instruments only, they'd be the world's best musicians.
right.
Yeah.
Or just taught them math.
I was gonna say
Speed run the entire history of all of music.
like, it's just like, oh my god. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people on the internet complain that we can't that NASA says we can't get back to the moon because we've lost that technology. Speedrunners are why. If we wouldn't have put them in front of video games, we'd be at Mars, we'd be in the moon.
Yeah, they'd be like, how do we get this motherfucker to the moon?
Yeah, well, and not only that, but you could go, if these guys would at NASA would swallow their pride and go to a Speedrunners convention, they would figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, they'd get humbled real quick.
They would get humbled really fucking quick.
You're 12?
Yeah. No, better yet, you're 43.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Where'd you go to college? I didn't.
You're a stay-at-home mother with 3 kids?
I didn't go to college, but I'm how do you make a living? I'm on Twitch speed running Mario games. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
At any point, you can go to the N64 or the Super Mario 64 category and watch people speedrunning.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like,
and you always got to play on the Japanese version because it's faster.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
The tick time is faster on the Japanese version.
Okay. I didn't know that. But yeah, these guys, they do it. Twitch, the video, the documentary has got a little age on it. It's like from, I want to say 23, but it looks like they filmed it earlier than that. It's just 23 when they got done editing and they put it out. Because there were a lot of guys that were just starting Twitch channels because they realized that that's how they could make their money.
Yeah.
There were also guys that were going on tour. They were doing speedrun tours. So they were going to conventions like the one we're having. And they were
setting up in the other rooms.
And they were doing speed runs for like groups of people.
Yeah.
Or they'd go to a bar and be like,
they'd sign autographs. Sit down in an arcade cabinet.
Yeah, sit down in an arcade cabinet and do the speed run.
Like that fucking Pac-Man dude.
Yeah.
That came by bonus pints.
Right. So they're making their livings now. They don't have to have regular jobs in speedrun in their free time. They can literally make a living speedrunning because they can go to conventions, do tours, and do Twitch and YouTube.
Was it running with speed?
Might have been. Do you have the picture?
I have a picture.
Yes, I believe that's what it was. I believe that's what it was.
It is, yes. It's on Amazon and Vudu.
Yes, it's on Amazon.
From 3 years ago.
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
2020.
It is narrated by the speedrunning god, as I'm going to call him, Summoning Salt. If you look up on YouTube, Summoning Salt is a guy that just covers speedrunners.
Yeah, and he talks about his own experience in the first 5-10 minutes, but he narrates the whole thing. I don't think you ever actually see him.
No, we don't know what Summoning Salt looks like.
You don't actually see him.
At least I know.
I've never seen Summoning Salt. I just have iodized.
But yeah, he I'm pretty sure he not only narrated it, he's the one that did the documentary.
I was gonna say I'm just on a Reddit right now that says it's narrated by him.
No, he definitely narrated it because he's at the beginning. He's talking about his whole setup and all his fun stuff. And I think he traveled to all these places and took video and talked to these guys and did all that stuff. So, yeah.
It was not made by him, but he helped with influence and stuff.
Okay.
He narrated it, and then they also talked to him about it. It was
Okay.
Patrick Lope and Nicholas Mross
Okay.
from Wild Arrow Media.
Oh, okay. Nice. It's cool. It's fun to watch. I like finding documentaries like that, just like the Magic one that I found. Yeah, it's some good shit. It's a nice palate cleanser after you watch 4 hours of murder documentaries.
I take it back. There's our man. That's Summoning Salt.
Okay.
I don't know if they showed him in the doc.
I think they did show him in the doc now that you showed me that picture. But yeah, it's a nice palate cleanser after 4 hours of murder documentaries or missing children documentaries. It's like, I need to find something that's fun.
Yeah, I listened to a bunch of those when I'm at work. And it'd be like, little did they know his dark secret awaited them in the house. And I'm like, oh shit, what kind of dead body is this one?
Meanwhile, I'm at work listening to Marathon's lore going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm at work listening to Conan's new episodes will each drop on Mondays, and then the new Time Sucks on Tuesdays, and then usually the new wrestling podcasts like Cody Rhodes and Stephanie McMahon is like Wednesday, Thursday. So
I'm going to take this all the way back to the start. Do you know who Danhausen's inspirations were?
No.
Elvira
Figures.
mixed with
Grandpa Munster.
Conan O'Brien.
Grandpa Munster is Elvira mixed with Conan O'Brien. So yeah, that makes sense.
And he apparently, I was seeing an interview clip on TikTok. He apparently got to say that to Conan's face, and Conan was like, what the fuck?
I see that.
He said it's Conan's facial expressions and also just the, what do you say, like the physical body stuff that Conan can do while even just sitting behind a desk. Like, it's just how he uses his body and how he is.
This week's Conan, what time are we at?
Hour 16.
Okay, I'll try to make this short. It probably won't be. Conan's guest this week was Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, I seen the previews, but I haven't listened to it.
Okay, you haven't listened to it?
No, I just listened to Knoxville's with somebody not too long ago.
I think he was on Rogan.
He was on Rogan. Was he on Steve-O as well?
I think he was on Steve-O.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But it was funny to watch. Conan was like, he said it over and over again that he had such admiration for Johnny Knoxville because he said that he always had felt that Johnny Knoxville and Jackass was the extreme version of what Conan did. Like, because Conan's like, to talk to me and for me to be in my real life, I'm a fairly subdued kind of guy. He goes, but if you put a camera on me, like, I will do anything. He's like, I am deathly afraid of spiders. No camera on me at home, my wife's going to have to kill the spider. I am not killing a spider in my home. I don't want to go into the spider exhibit at the zoo. But you put a camera on me and put a bucket full of spiders on me, I'll suck venom out of their ass if I think it'll get a laugh. And he's like, and I feel that's like you Jackass guys did. And like Johnny Knoxville's like, well, yeah, kind of, sort of. Like, that's pretty much what we did. Like, it was like, okay, we're going to do stupid shit, but we're going to do it on camera. And he goes, we did even stupider shit off of camera because sometimes we couldn't get away with it because of legal or because of insurance or because of this or because of that. And Conan goes, oh, no, that's where we differ. Because if I don't have a camera on me, I'm not doing it. But you put a camera on me and I'll act as stupid as you want me to, like, over the top, stupid, ridiculous. Like, he says, but I have to have a camera on me to do it. Like, I'm not doing it just because. But he said something triggers in me that says, am I going to get a laugh? Like, you're going to video me doing something stupid and it's going to get a laugh? I'm in. Yeah. I will do Jackass. I will do Fear Factor. I will do that shit if I know a camera's on me and I know I'm gonna get.
Could you imagine just Conan on an episode of Fear Factor.
He was like, he asked Johnny, he said, if you ever do a celebrity Fear Factor, he said, make sure I'm your first call.
To me, Steve-O sums up both, or all of them, Conan and the Jackass guys, perfectly. They're all attention whores.
Yeah.
That is, Steve-O's flat out says it in every interview when people ask him about Jackass. He's like, we're just attention whores.
And that's pretty much what they were saying without saying attention whores.
Yeah.
But yeah. And they Johnny Knoxville spent a little bit of the podcast, not a long time, probably 5-10 minutes. It's only an hour podcast. Talking about Steve-O being so like losing his way bad, getting sober, and keeping his sobriety and being just an awesome dude at this point. Like, and that was kind of cool to hear. But yeah, he was definitely like put a camera on me and I'll do some stupid shit. It's a pretty good Conan episode for sure. For sure. I can't remember what Time Suck was about this week. Gunther was on Cody Rhodes. That was a really good interview because it was kind of just Gunther being Gunther. He wasn't being wrestling. It was a healthy mix of real Gunther but when he needed to be wrestling Gunther, he was wrestling Gunther. Like, Cody Rhodes asked him, he said, did you hear what Michael Cole said? It's post John Cena, but pre AJ Styles. So he hadn't retired AJ Styles yet, but he had retired John Cena. He said, did you hear what Michael Cole said when you choked out John Cena? And he said, yeah, I've seen the replays. And he said, pro wrestling just killed sports entertainment. Like when he choked out John Cena. And he goes, how do you feel about that? And Gunther said, yeah, no, he's exactly right. And it'll keep happening because I'm the only pro wrestler in the WWE. All the rest of you are sports entertainers.
I make one argument to that. Isn't Brock Lesnar a pro wrestler or pro athlete?
He's retired though, right?
He's not retired, but he's yes, but I would argue that the spectacle of Brock Lesnar is more sports entertainment.
Yeah,
yes, I would agree.
Wrestler first, wasn't he?
He was a Division I wrestler.
Yeah, he's a bona fide world champion wrestler.
That was at like his high school and college era.
Yeah.
He was
a Division I national champion in Minnesota.
I'm trying to think if there's any others still wrestling like that.
Still wrestling?
Probably nobody we knew.
Well, technically in his weight class, Dolph Ziggler was a national champion in his weight class, I think, at Kent State. Shelton Benjamin was in his weight class, was a national champion. I think he's still wrestling for AEW. But the only one...
Gunther, though?
Huh?
Was Gunther, though?
Gunther was born and raised in Austria.
Well, did he have a professional career in Austria?
Not a collegiate wrestler.
So he's like, I'm the only professional wrestler. And I was like, no, there's actual professionals.
That are actual
I don't know
trained Greco-Roman wrestlers.
You're a professional WWE wrestler.
Yeah. He asked him who his inspiration was, and he said the Stan Hansen from Japan years. Stan Hansen was his idol growing up. But yeah, he took some jabs. He was wearing a $20,000 Rolex. I know that Cody called him a fashion icon. I was like, geez, Pete.
It's because everybody wants his shirts.
Yeah.
Can't find anything other than the actual like pro wrestling ring or circuits in the UK, Europe, and Japan that he did.
Who?
Gunther.
Yeah. No, but the big thing with Europe is that they their version of wrestling is almost like bare knuckle fighting. Their old brawl,
What say ye?
Yeah, they
lad?
brawl.
Speaking of bare knuckle boxing, I know we're towards the end of our podcast episode. Did you hear about what Slaughter to Prevail's lead singer is going to be? Because he's already won multiple times bare knuckle.
Signed an official contract, right?
Yes. His next debut fight, or his next fight, he fights and then goes and headlines his
I did hear that
tour the same night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's going to go beat someone's ass bare knuckle and then go out on stage and scream at people.
Nice.
What if he gets the old Logan Paul treatment? He's going to suck soup through a straw. He ain't going to be fucking singing if dude breaks his fucking jaw. Or Jake Paul or whichever.
It was Jake Paul. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, no, I didn't see that, but that's a good note.
What is it? Just gets one tooth, and he's like, this. How's it going, guys?
He turns into Mike Tyson.
You can't be doing Alex like that.
Okay, so that concludes Alex maybe speaking like Mike Tyson during his next concert. So concludes the podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And this has been Pints and Pages.